Hello, good morning. It is 8:42 or 44. I don't know why I said 2. It's 8:44 and I am at I can't see. 277.2. So, lost over a pound today. That's great. Uh so I don't know how to breach this topic, but last night I went to bed. I've been It's a little backstory. In the past, it's taken me several hours to fall asleep, and I need to have my headphones in, where I lay on my side and have one headphone like on my ear and the other like just resting on my forehead, so it like balances it while I listen to something. Because I was afraid of the darkness, the void that kind of exists when I close my eyes. A week ago, or I guess not a week ago, just a couple days ago on Saturday, I had a really healing experience when I was doing the whole Reiki stuff, where I realized that the void is actually like my someone that or something that I care about. I don't know how really to describe it, but it's just kind of like there's like an emotional connection there, which I think is why it kind of exists in my mind. And I realized that I didn't need to fear that void. And because of that, this week I've been just not needing, like, I don't put headphones on when I go to sleep. I just take them off and lie down. Done that for the past 2 nights. And last night I felt this, I'm just gonna say, I felt like a divine light literally like fucking hit my head. And I woke up. And I felt this energy all around my head. And I acknowledged it. And then went back to sleep. And then in the morning, I knew that something felt different throughout like this area, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. And when I woke up, the pressure that I always kind of felt in this region, gone. And then I've always kind of had like a clenched jaw just as I just exist. It's just not there now. And also, my eyesight seems to be better. I don't know by how much. I can't like say degrees or whatever, but something happened. I can't explain it. I don't need to explain it. I just know that I think something came and healed me. Fucking awesome. So, yeah. I'm incredibly grateful. And, I don't know. I feel like sorry, my eyes have been wandering all over the place, but not on the camera, so I feel bad. Oddly enough, I kind of feel like the incident yesterday with the person who was trying to get me to click on that link. I think by me still loving that person, it was almost like I was proving to myself that someone can do something that I'm obviously not happy about that, but I don't think any differently of the person. I still love that person just as I love everyone. And that's it. There's nothing, there's no complication there. And I think this is the essence of true, like, unconditional love, where it's like, I don't need to get angry or hate something that happens directed towards me just because it's something I dislike. And it really kind of goes to show that when you love unconditionally, things will happen that may violate your space, your privacy, your whatever it is. And you can dislike the action and say, "Hey, that's not a good action. I'm not okay with that." Setting boundaries and whatnot. But you don't have to hate someone or retract your love from someone just because of the action that was taken. Because at the end of the day, we take actions all the time that certain people that we interact with may dislike. That's just going to be the human experience. And as we kind of grow and understand more about ourselves, we'll take less of those actions and we'll understand autonomy more, and how important it is to not infringe upon the autonomy of someone else. And There's no reason to hate or dislike someone because they don't understand. They don't understand their actions. Truly. Like, I'm not saying write off the actions that someone takes. What I'm saying is obviously take the necessary steps you need to take. But you don't have to internally withdraw your love for people because they do something that goes against your boundaries. You don't. And I think this is so fundamental to raising up the kind of level, for lack of a better term, of society as a whole. If each person changes their perception and loves people regardless of who they are, what they've done, what they may do in the future, then we can live in a place where it's safe to make mistakes and slowly learn about ourselves in a more healthy environment. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be consequences for your actions. I'm not saying that you shouldn't defend yourself or protect yourself or others. But there's no need to go beyond that. There just isn't. And when you realize that you can just embody this idea of unconditional love, people will see it, and maybe they too will start to kind of grow this unconditional love within them. Maybe just for themselves, or maybe for themselves and others, who knows? But just as fear spreads, so too can unconditional love. And we've all been at a spot in our lives where maybe we really wish that we had someone to love or to be loved. Times in our lives when we're struggling, we don't understand ourselves. We've all kind of gone through that at some point. And I think respecting the process that we're all going through and understanding that mistakes will be made, both big and small. There's obviously a scale. It's not just, oh, everyone's made the same kind of mistake. But forgiveness and love, if we all practice that, we can live in a better world. We can live in a world where we can explore ourselves, explore the world around us. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go do some stuff. So, take of it what you will, but I think it's a crucial concept to understand. So, alright. I'll see you in a little bit. Thank you. Good day. It is 1:02 p.m. I did my writing. I didn't do full 1,000 pages today. It was 666 words exactly. That was interesting. And then I went for... Originally, I was going to go to the community center, and then basically just... everything was just fucked. The two things, or the two... God, I need to, like, focus. Sorry. The treadmills. There we go. Jeez, sorry. The treadmills were both taken, so we decided to just walk around the gym. Or, fuck. I'm leaving this all in. And this is just like, sometimes it just be like that, where I just... words are just escaping me. Okay. Let me start over. So I tried to go to the community center. The treadmills were taken. And so instead, we went to the mall where me and my roommate, or my roommate and I, walked around for an hour-ish. Just, you know, wandering around. It was interesting to see the mall walkers and whatnot. But, yeah. And then I just made my food. And, yeah. So far, so good. I'm not going to say what I want to do for the rest of the day, but I do have some plans. You probably know what they are, but I'll just leave it at that for now. Don't really have anything to say, so I guess this is a short one. I will talk to you guys probably late in the evening, so you'll find out in a second what got done and what didn't. So, alright, thanks. Hello. It is 8:13. I got my chickpeas and my grapes. So my roommate was asking, is it weirder to put grapes in a cereal, or is it weirder to have bananas in a cereal? To be honest, it's probably not weird for either of them, but I don't know. If you happen to see this, I guess post in the comments what you think about which one is weirder. Anyway, sorry, I gotta move my thing over here so I can actually look at the camera. Yep. I went and meditated for like an hour plus, and then after I meditated, I then went on a spiritual fucking journey for 2 hours where I drove around to the other places I didn't drive around to last time that I felt had kind of like karma associated with me. And I just kind of like did the thing of like, okay, thank you, I'm sorry, I forgive. That's it. So I feel lighter. Definitely feel like the burden I was placing on myself, like I feel like I truly have forgiven myself to where I can actually fully move on. It's like we kind of gather stuff over time, and if you don't take care of it, it just keeps growing, keeps stacking up. And at a certain point, it's like, okay, well, when are you going to handle it? Because each little thing may not be a big deal, but it does kind of negatively impact you in the least expected ways sometimes. And once you take care of it, it's like, great. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing how much happier I'm going to feel over time by doing this. I feel like it was an important step, especially if I'm going to be going on a trip at some point. So yeah. I compiled a video for today. I haven't posted it yet, but I have the thumbnail like ready, so all I need to do is just throw some letters on there, and then the video's uploaded effectively. So I'll do that after I eat the food. At first I was kind of thinking like, man, I really should like get ahead and do a whole week's worth of stuff. But maybe I shouldn't. And the reason I'm saying that is because when I do get ahead, I don't end up watching the video because I'm not like editing and working on it as I'm watching it. So there's like 2 days that I didn't actually end up watching. And I kind of feel like it's actually really helpful to watch back like a week behind. What was I doing? How was I feeling? And kind of seeing that third person perspective. So I think actually reviewing every day towards the end of the day is actually I'm doing the if, the maybe, the blah, blah, blah. Okay. I am going to be doing this from now on as just a nightly routine. I think it's helpful. Yeah. Feels right. And it's only, on average, 10, 15 minutes when I 2x speed it. So I can listen pretty fast. I probably could go like 3x speed and it would be fine. But I don't know. Then everything sounds incredibly squeaky. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to eat my food. I think the message of the day is just loving unconditionally, forgiving and being yourself. Do those 3 things, and you'll be incredibly successful in your life. All right. Have a good night.